Hello everybody and welcome to my channel again. This is Joe from Family Camp Tents site. Today I want to present my list of the best 8-person dome tents. So I'm using my post from the site to show you the pictures and some features of these tents. The list is quite short. The reason is that there are no many tents of this type on the market actually. I want to stress that these are true dome style tents, so these are not dome tents with extensions. There is a separate group of such tents where you can have extra loops added, and then you have extra space and sometimes more rooms. So these are simple dome style tents. I have ordered the tents in this list by weight because the differences are substantial, as you will see. On the other hand, the floor area difference is not so big. I shall mention at least for some of them. I give some features here, but all of them are actually presented in my separate texts, so if you follow the links from here you can read all this in detail. I wish to stress that the term dome tent actually is not strictly speaking correct, because most of these tents actually have a rectangular base, but in some of them you have just two poles that create something that look like a dome. But there are examples where the base is actually circular, and this is the first tent in the list, the North Face 2-meter dome tent 8. So this tent has many poles. So the base is almost circular, and this is also why the dome is almost perfect dome shaped. This is a tall tent built for extreme conditions, true two-layer tent with many poles that cross each other, and the structure is incredibly strong. The area is, you see, below 12 square meters. All of them have similar area, but the weight is 23 kilograms, so this is the heaviest tent here in the list, with all the good reasons, I would say. The next is Big Agnes Guard Station 8 tent. I wish to stress that they built this tent also as a 4-person version. The same shape, same features, just the size is different. So this is again a tent for explorers, mountaineers, built for extreme conditions. Incredibly strong, reliable, and with advanced materials, strong poles. The tent is again below 12 square meters, but the weight is 11 kilograms. As you see, you had 23 in the previous one. Next in the list is Coleman 8-person darkroom sky dome camping tent. So this is a tent with a partial coverage fly. There is a small pole added here to create a brim above the door, so you have partly protected access point, dry entry, useful to have. But the best feature of this tent is, of course, its dark rest design. They claim that it blocks up to 90% of sunlight. The area is 10 square meters and it is 10 kilograms. Perfect numbers. Next is NKK Philly tent. They say 8 to 9-person, but the area is actually not so big, 11 square meters, so it cannot accommodate 9 people at all. But again, this is a reliable tent from this Brazilian brand. All tents of from this brand are incredibly affordable. As you see from the picture, this is a tent again with a partial coverage fly, so there are no vestibules, only a small brim on the front, supported by one extra pole. 11 square meters and 9.4 kilograms weight. Yet another tent from NKK, but this time with a full coverage fly, so this is Colorado GT 8 to 9. Again, the same area, the weight is 9.4 kilograms. So both these tents are actually small for 9 people. They are even small for 8, of course, but this holds for all the tents here in the site. The capacity, official capacity that manufacturers give here is always based on the number of sleeping pads that you can put on the floor. So In principle, you should be able to put 8 pads in each of these, but for realistic camping, it is best to downgrade this to half people, let's say 4 or 5 or so. Next in the list is actually a 2-room tent. So this is Timber Ridge 8-person family camping tent. As you see from the picture, there is a divider inside, 2 doors, and you have also windows around. This is why you have such a minimal coverage fly. Again, small loop, pole that supports the front brim. The area, 10.4 square meters, and the tent is quite light, 8.6 kilograms. And the lightest in the list is this Biscuit tent, 8-person, again partial coverage fly, simple dome, just 2 poles plus 1 short that creates this brim, and the tent is 8.1 kilogram. The area 10 square meters. So this tent is light enough to be carried on short trips if the participants share the weight. But again, I wouldn't use it for 8 people. Think about 4 or 5. So this is all I wanted to say here. This list will be updated whenever I find a tent that is worth adding here. So this is why you would want to perhaps bookmark this video and the post which I am showing here. Please follow the link below the video. You can come here and read all these text in detail and follow the links to full texts. I shall appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. You will always have new tents and texts about tents added here. Thank you for watching.